Welcome back to the Martin Show. You know, everyone's talking about AI, the big money right now. I mean, massive money. It's all coming from Microsoft. Zach, you're telling us this isn't just about competing, it's about controlling the whole game. What do you mean by that?
Thanks, Martin. Look, what Microsoft is doing with OpenAI and integrating it into their cloud Azure is an insane land grab. They're not just selling software. They're trying to build a digital infrastructure that locks everyone in. It's a deliberate power struggle, and the sheer amount of money they're spending guarantees that they have no competition whatsoever.
But wait, why should the government care? If they're innovating quickly, isn't that good for the stock market?
This isn't normal innovation. This type of innovation comes with a cost. If we don't step in, Microsoft's dominance is going to destroy multiple major markets. It hurts everyday workers and puts way too much economic power into one company's hands. It's an antitrust issue, plain and simple.
Damn, I got it. Let's tackle the problems one by one. Where's the biggest danger right now?
I think the biggest danger is in the infrastructural monopoly. Microsoft has connected their cloud Azure with its best AI models. That's called vertical integration. They own the foundational structure and the application.
Wait, so they own like the pipes and water that are underneath the building, basically?
Exactly right, Martian. The researcher Kate Crawford calls AI an extractive industry because it needs so much computation power. Microsoft is exploiting that by making Azure the only place that you can run a truly powerful AI. It becomes the mandatory toll booth. This is vertical integration, means that they control every single step. That from the hardware to user application, everything. They set the rules for everybody.
So if I'm a smart young entrepreneur, why can't I just build an AI cloud myself?
I mean, unless you have tens of billions of dollars,
I don't, man.
specialized chips, data centers, you can't do it. Microsoft effectively cornered the market on every single one of these resources. So even with tens of billions, you still might not be able to do it. They have the high demand GPUs needed for the model training. They guaranteed themselves a permanent advantage. The capital expenditure creates an insurmountable barrier for anybody else. It's not fair competition. It's not competition at all. They've secured the resources. This is monopolistic control over the core computational infrastructure that is the primary engine for this market distortion.
Moving from the hardware, how does the infrastructure control turn into something sneaky? You mentioned surveillance capitalism. That sounds like tracking ads.
It's so much deeper than that, Marcin. It's not just about tracking the shoes you buy. It's a tracking about how an entire business operates. Think about Copilot being part of Excel, email, your Teams calls. It's part of everything that you have to do with your business.
Damn, I think it's like marketed as a helpful assistant, summarizing my meetings, but now, see.
I mean, it's helpful. It helps everything, but it's also harvesting every move you make.
Damn.
Zuboff calls this behavioral surplus. It's essentially collecting all your company's secrets, data, communications, everything. This immense informational asymmetry gives it instrumentarian power. They can see this full, real-time map of the entire economy. The budget cycle, product launch plans, every single thing your company does, Microsoft tracks.
So they have insider trading data then for the whole industry.
It's not just one industry, it's multiple. That's the insane risk. It translates directly into weaponized pricing power. If they know every competitor is about to launch a product or is struggling financially, they can target them with surgical precision. They can charge a high subscription fees for Copilot, where they make all their money, and then turn around and drastically undercut that competitor on essential cloud storage to crush them. This cross-subsidization strategy is legalized predatory pricing because they operate with near-perfect information, risking comprehensive distortion of market competition.
Let's talk about the workforce. Everyone promises AI will make us all massively productive. Why are you so worried about the average worker?
That optimism runs on what economists call the productivity paradox. It shows that to truly get value from AI, companies have to spend huge amounts redesigning their organization, new processes, new training. This is called a complementary investment, and Microsoft knows this.
And they're capturing that value?
Exactly, and they prepackage those expensive organizational changes into their proprietary software. By baking AI directly into the operating system, they capture the complementary investment needed to realize AI's value. So while productivity goes up, almost all economic gain flows to Microsoft, not the economy.
But if I use Copilot to do work of two people, don't I get a raise? That would be nice.
Absolutely not. If the skill is now in the software, your value in the company is significantly lower. Your replacement costs drop dramatically. If an entry-level employee with AI can do the job of a senior expert, the value shifts from the human worker to the AI system. This weakens labor productions, freezes wages, speeds up job displacement across every single sector. The economic value is flowing up to monopoly, not down to the paycheck.
So we have a monopoly power. internal surveillance, and work stagnation. What do? The loud argument is always, if we regulate, we kill innovation.
That's a scare tactic used by these major corporations. We're not fighting innovation, we're fighting a monopoly being built around it. Innovation thrives on a level playing field. We need 3 specific actions right now. First, we need to mandate cloud neutrality and interoperability. That means Azure can't hoard these specialized GPU resources, and companies must be able to move their data and AI models between different clouds. This breaks the infrastructure lock-in. Next, we need AI-specific structural separation. Regulators must consider separating Microsoft's AI from its application business to break the cycle of informational advantage to prevent strategic misuse. And finally, we need mandatory transparency in labor impact assessments. Microsoft must disclose what corporate data they're extracting and how these are expected to impact jobs before rolling out Copilot features. This protects both the business and the workers.
Sounds like the time for debate is over and the time for action is now. Zach, thank you for breaking it down so clearly, and thank you everyone for watching the March and Show.
Thanks for having me on the show.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.